It's your boy Aaron, ASAP269, back in with my boy Josh, Genghis Khan over here. We're just coming with you with a quick little snippet here today. We ain't gonna sit here and talk long, do a bunch of introductions. We're gonna jump right into it real quick. We're
We're
here.
we're we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about some games because Cyberpunk got pushed back again, and now we're in debate on what we're gonna start with.
yep,
So we're
Cyberpunk.
just gonna
Yeah,
talk about it real quick, and then we'll be done.
delayed 21 more days until December 10th, so now we're up in the air. We need some games to play when we first get our Xboxes. But uh, I was looking at Watch Dogs. Was like, man, maybe Watch Dogs might be good to play. Let me look into it, man. Let me watch some videos. Um, so I watched some videos. At first, I was pumped. Like, yeah, man, this looks good. This looks good. And then it's like, and then I just heard a lot about it gets repetitive fast. It just becomes the same. And after like so much time, it's and it's
I
just
mean, listen, I was never fully against um I was never fully against Legion other than for the postponement. Okay, the game does look okay. Don't get me wrong,
mhm.
but um we're going to talk about it later, but on another game. But I feel like in the beginning of this release, when the Xbox comes out with the games that are on Game Pass and Call of Duty, that I'm going to be back and forth so much that I couldn't invest in a game that's going to take 100 hours to finish.
So okay, see, there's another thing. It they said even to 100% it, you're maybe only looking at 40, 45 hours,
Okay,
but
so
still,
but
but
there's a
still,
lot of side gameplay to
and then
just play even when you're
but
finished.
here it is, guys. There was one main killer of it for me, and it was multiplayer doesn't release until December.
Right,
At
so you
that,
got you
all
got Cyberpunk
yeah,
coming out in
at
December.
that point, Cyberpunk will be out and out, like, and I'll never even touch on the main thing I wanted to buy the game for. So what's the point in buying the game?
I mean, the same deal with we're going to talk about it in a minute, but Valhalla.
Actually, we're on to it now, man. Let us know, man.
Okay,
Why
so
have you
I
come
wanted to
from?
play Valhalla. I wanted to get it as my secondary, even before Cyberpunk was pushed out. I was thinking about Valhalla because the story is going to be great, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not going to be able to give proper time into finishing or playing the storyline of Valhalla. And me and you both know Assassin's Creed becomes repetitive fast. And the
Yeah,
moment you stop playing and you pull yourself out of that environment, you're not going to turn it back on. I'm not going to. I know I'm not. I gave
yeah.
$100 for Origins last year. I played it
Didn't turn it back
hardcore
on.
for 20, 25 hours,
Didn't turn
day
it
in
back
and
on.
day out. And once I turned it off and played something else, that was the end of it for me. I never. I
And then,
look at it still. Sometimes I think, hey, it would be fun to play Assassin's Creed, wouldn't it? And then I'm like, not really.
yeah, so not worth investing in another one. So here we
I
go,
mean,
guys.
especially not at top price, not at $150. And if Assassin's Creed is one of those games, if you don't buy the whole season pass, the everything, the kit caboodle, all right. Let alone are you going to put it down early, but you you're I can't play it without all that because I know in my heart that I want to finish all of it, so I'm going to buy it that way, but I'll never finish it all. But I don't want to buy it without it because if I do get into it, then I got to go back and buy a half-ass a game because I didn't do it the first time. I mean, I'm caught in between both sides of the situation.
All right, okay. Now I'm gonna do a quick screen share here, and
So I think what he's pulling up here
I got
is
a
some
Dirt 5 video I'm gonna pull up.
Dirt 5 video
Now,
because
yeah,
what we've
now we're
decided is we're going to go with a race car secondary, a racing game for our
in Call of Duty.
secondary off of Call of Duty so that we have something to play, but something that's not got a 100-hour storyline tied into it.
So here we go.
What's
Here's
up, guys? So the hype is real, and we are
we
getting
got a
close. It's
good
only
little
a
video
couple
here.
weeks away
I don't really
from the
want to.
release of the
I
next
don't
gen.
know this guy, but props
Today,
for him talking about it.
and so
Fucking
Yeah, I
might as
don't.
well give it to him.
series X gameplay. So no,
My
I don't
bad,
have a
guys.
Series X yet. I know there are some lucky people out there who do, but
Yeah, I don't. I wish.
I
Whew.
really, yeah, we're
check
gonna
it out.
mainly
It's called
talk
Dirt
over this
5.
guy,
I'm hyped
cause
for this
yeah,
game.
I
I
don't
can't
know
wait
him.
for
I
it.
don't really
The
want to
brand new
steal his
rear
stuff.
load and stuff.
Right, I'm
Uh,
not. I just need his video. We're just looking at it.
I'm saying I
Oh,
don't even have 4K
big
monitor
props
here.
to
I've
you,
got a
guy. I'll shout your
1440p
name out here
monitor,
at the end of the
but I'm
video.
an
right.
original.
Once it gets over, we'll say, this was his
Look,
video. No big
look at
deal.
this.
Look at them
Like,
tires on that, though. Look at
yeah,
them tires on that.
yeah, and that's cool,
This is
man. There were
beautiful.
some
What are
nice,
we in here?
dope
This is
ass
like
rock climbing tire. Look at
Right,
this.
right.
It's already
a
looking
paddle
different. Like I've
tired
never raced on a
off-road
map like this,
vehicle.
on a track like this, in a car like
Okay.
this.
It's kind of cool. I like that. Something a little bit different. That's something I'm
Same
really
here,
looking
man.
forward to. Like I
A
said,
nice
A
little
little
muddy,
rally, muddy.
rainy
way through a
with
ton of
these
different,
cars.
just
Like, dude,
variations and
this just
different
looks
types of
dope to
racing.
me. Like,
And
I,
and those cars are different too. Like those aren't the normal rally cars you
yeah,
see.
You guys
them
can
are
see
like
we
the
went through
newer.
some dirt place to a really wet,
This
you know,
It,
foot
it's got a Forza vibe to it.
like that.
definitely, it's got a more. They
The
say
mud just
that
flying
like
up on
it's
your
got a
screen
more
and stuff.
arcadey vibe than Dirt's really had before, but it's
This
still
is awesome.
got the
I
same
like it though.
Dirt
I
feel.
like it.
I'm liking it myself. It looks really
See all
cool.
the reflections in the
Here we
water.
go. A little snow.
Now here
Snow
we are racing
action,
around. Is this some sort of
sliding around.
a salt
Got the
mine or
little
something, or some sort
cars,
of a
the
quarry?
little
It
Rally
looks,
X cars.
man, it looks good. And like you were saying to me before we started this, there's a lot of different types of racing in it. It's
A lot of
not one type of race.
they
There's five
added
or six different types of racing in
even
this.
more than that. They
Once every
added
8 years,
many
8 to
different
10 years.
Yeah.
styles of racing.
Once a
Yeah.
decade.
And they
Which is
added a
about to happen in a couple of
storyline
weeks.
where you actually go through it
It's a great
all
time to
instead of
Okay,
being all
so
over the place.
instead of being all over the place, you run a storyline. I mean,
look at
Dirt has always been a great racing game. Don't get me wrong.
But it's
I'm
always
not.
been one.
the beam of the
Always been
sunlight and
one that
stuff.
you could pick and choose what you want to do. Like on Dirt
Some
4, I did
crazy looking
everything
tools in here.
except for the rallies, and now all I have left on it is
All the
like
like
two. I
steering,
mean,
Right.
I
the clips,
actually
the
I think I beat
condensation
it
and
finally,
stuff
but all I had left
as
at
the
the end
snow's
was
melting.
rallies. I should have
Sounds
mixed
good. Listen to them. Ooh, look at this night mode.
the night mode
This
is
is gonna be
dope,
Nice and
guys.
something
dark,
This is
bro.
fucking
much.
dope.
Sitting
Like
here
I'm
watching
loving
is
it,
easy,
guys.
but
I'm loving
I
this.
want to know if there's like a legit rock climbing in it,
I guess this is a little bit more lit up.
Right.
And you've got
like a more grid, like a off-range race.
Well,
I don't know, but
we did see
just now
that
we're in
one
the last
video once upon a
last track.
time. It's in one
We
of our
saw
other podcasts,
very
guys.
yeah,
I
it's in
can't
the second one.
second
areas
podcast.
and stuff
We
like that.
did show a
There you
video of
guys
it
have it.
where he
Dirt
was
5,
rock climbing.
November
All right,
6th.
that was the end of this
I'm
video.
excited, man. Like for
I
Dirt
mean, it looks good. I
Oh,
like
we
it.
got a little bit more. Sorry, sorry.
I'm excited
I
for
mean,
all the
and the thing is,
I
Dirt
think
5
he,
has always been on the radar.
I think he
It's
just
not
started
like
back over.
it's not like we just picked it up one day and was like,
Oh yeah,
"Oh,
no,
a lot of things to do, Dirt
I
5."
played all the other dirts. So
Right. So I mean, plus we were talking about it before release day. Ooh, do that car list. Do the full car list real quick. Is it
that's
long?
eight. It's 18 minutes.
All right, we probably won't see them all, but we can scan through, just hit a couple of them, and then we can bounce out of it. I just kind of want to see one or two lines of cars. Looks like okay. We got the Escort, my favorite little car from Forza, right there, the orange one. Got a Puget right
Nice
there.
little
I see a
BMW.
Skyline.
Uh huh.
Yeah, there's a little Renault, that little blue Renault. A lot of cars that I remember from the rally part of Forza.
Looks like they got a. Looks like they got like all the good classics.
Right, they got all the classics. Looks like you can go full carbon fiber too.
Okay, here we go. Here's some of the different stuff. You got that little
Ford
buggy.
Fiesta, the buggy, an Audi,
100.
a Bentley up there.
Oh, that's Fast and Furious. Who the fuck ever played Fast?
I
I'm sorry,
never
guys,
played
but
Fast
why
and
would you play
Furious.
the Fast and
Listen,
Furious
what was
game?
that one game that come out back in the day for Xbox? Um, God, it was a race car game, and you could pick out every little detail of your car, man. It wasn't a Need for Speed or a Blacklist. There was two of them.
Outlaw sprint cars, nice man.
I see this. I like the
I'm
Outlaw Sprint cars.
pretty sold on this, guys. But there is another race game
There's
that's
a
on my
wolf right there. That's a wolf.
uh,
It's from Forza.
it's on my radar, and it's
I'm
I've
gonna
always
look up that old school race car game I'm talking about from the regular Xbox.
I've always always been a Need for Speed guy. I've played Need for Speed since I was a little kid. Since Need for Speed has been starting to come out, well, actually not the first one. My very
No,
first
but
my very first Need for Speed was Need for Speed 2 on the computer. I randomly found it at the store for like $8, and my mom was willing to buy it for me.
man, I know you would remember the name of this game, but like, how do you look up the regular Xbox games? I never know what to type in because it's not Xbox
Original Xbox.
original. I always put regular, and that's never right.
Um, I guess I'll play this video, guys. Gaming
Oh
Bolt.
man, I wish I could find it.
Only looks out for himself.
I don't
Oh,
know if I'll get to find it or not. I hope I do, but
once again, I'm not really worried about what they're talking about. I'm going to talk about it for myself. This is the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remastered. This is the other one on
is
my
it
radar.
juiced?
Huh?
Juiced?
Juiced. Oh yeah,
EA
there
has
was a
handed
game
the
called
Need for
Juiced.
Speed franchise's reins back to Criterion Games,
Well,
which most people are very
here we go.
optimistic about.
Made by
Even though
Criterion
producer
Games.
Ghost
You know,
Games
they
made their
made
best
Need for
Need for
Speed
Speed
Heat,
yet last year
blah
with Need for
blah.
Speed Heat,
But
the series just isn't at the level it once
Need
used
for
to be,
Speed
and the
is
hope
one of
is
my
when
fun games.
Criterion's
This
next
game's on
game
my
rolls
radar,
around,
and a
it
few
will
things
begin
that
its
has it
journey
like
to
up there on
recovery.
my
And
list.
for
This
what
is the
But
Hot Pursuit 2, right?
Hot
re-experience
Pursuit
what is
I
remastered.
probably
I definitely finished this game. I remember as soon as it went under
This
that bridge.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered is out soon,
and
bringing with
you
it the
know,
promises of
I was
classic
all about
high-speed
this.
thrills.
God, it looks really good.
It looks
Everything
cool,
you
and
should
it
know
looked,
about
and
it.
it's one of
Without
them
further ado,
straightforward
let's begin.
racers where there's not a huge
Developer.
story. You
EA
don't have
generally
free
hasn't been
roam.
a company
You
that
just do the
invests in
races.
remasters
I
too much
But
absolutely do remember finishing this now that I've
but you
watched
can
this.
in the last couple of
but
years.
you can like
2018 saw
you
the
doing
launch of Burnout
online like
Paradise
speed
Remastered,
trials
and
and stuff.
incidentally,
Right,
But
right.
Super
I mean,
Remastered
I
shares
was
some
all
things
about
with
it.
it.
Dude, the best part about these games was just running from the law as long as you could.
Yeah.
Also
Let me tell you,
developed by
the
the same
only thing
team,
that's
Stellar Entertainment.
making me not
Let's
want
hope
to
the
play
combo
this was
works out
all
the
the
second
videos
time
of
as
Dirt
well as it
5.
did the first.
Dirt 5 just won me over because it just looks fun. This looks
Well,
fun too, don't get
it
me
looks
wrong.
fun, don't get me wrong, but Dirt 5 has just so much more to
Need for
offer.
Speed enjoyed
For sure.
solid post-launch support with
Don't
Criterion.
get me wrong. This looks really cool to revisit, but I also bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and I love Tony Hawk, the originals. Don't get me wrong, but and the new one was good, but it just wasn't it didn't live up to the hype of what I thought it was going to be because of my childhood memories of that game.
For
And
sure.
and I feel like now I question games when I'm like, "Oh man, those were great when I was a kid. Let me play it again." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I hate that because that game could have all the potential. It could be amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to base it off of that.
Yeah, but that's where we're at with this quick little blurb, man. We wanted to touch on some of these games and some of our new thoughts. Um, I'm at the point. Sorry about my phone going off. I'm at the point. I'm just gonna pick up Call of Duty and Dirt 5. Call it good. That should tide me over until December 10th when Cyberpunk comes out. And
So
on
go
top of
ahead.
that, everybody, you guys should all know I'm still waiting on World of Warcraft to once again announce when they're gonna finally release
Right, he's got
Shadowlands.
World of Warcraft too. The thing for me is I don't have that other game, man. And once the new Xbox drops, and I'm not playing Warzone and Call of Duty anymore, like I'm just gonna have Cold War. And I'm honestly thinking about picking up Dirt. Don't get me wrong. We were talking about the zombie Army of Darkness or Army Dead Army, whatever. I don't know. I'm honestly I'm really thinking about picking it up, but I just can't decide, man. I can't decide. I would love
Oh,
to have a good race car game, but my standards for race car games are so high that
God damn it! I do
I,
apologize for the chocolate milk in my beer, guys. It's
I would be afraid
the
to
old. You guys probably know the
contribute.
old beard life problems there.
But listen, this is going to be a short one, but I don't want to bounce yet because I did hear another little rumor about VR through Xbox.
Okay, let's hear it.
I mean, it wasn't huge. It's not a lot, but there was conversation in a write-up that I read between what's the guy, Xbox's guy? We just talked about him the other day.
Phil Spencer.
Okay, Bill Spencer was in talks with Facebook or Facebook group or whatever they want to call that experience with Oculus. They were talking back and forth. They didn't really have any main games or anything they were speaking of, but just the fact that they are communicating back and forth
Okay, so
between each other is a
you
pretty
got
good tie.
you got a little confirmation now, and that's
Right, right.
always an amazing thing. That's always a good thing. Like, yeah, and it's and I sorry, I got lost in
Listen,
thought about the
another
VR
thing.
thing here.
You know what I
Oh,
seen yesterday? After I seen that post, was I seen another post saying that Nvidia is that they are gonna release those cards, the 16 gigabyte and the 20 gigabyte. That they're just late. They're gonna be at a later date. They can't put them out right now. That they needed to go back over something, and they were just reassuring people that went ahead and bought the or 3080 and 3070 right now that those cards that are coming out with bigger memory are mostly for people that do like video rendering and a lot of editorial stuff, that it's not really for the gamers. It's not going to like make that big of a deal.
there you
So
go.
they didn't want people to worry about it, which like I said, I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true. But I mean, we'll see. Time will come. Either they're going to come out or they're not going to come out at some point. We're going to have to see either way it goes.
Here's the truth about the internet, guys. If you see it 100 times, then you can start believing it.
Right, right. Other than that,
Yeah, I think we're coming to a close on this one. Um, just want to do a quick few games reviews. We do appreciate you guys joining us. We're gonna I got some more plans for us for the future for these little quick videos. Do some more game reviews, watch some more videos, and I also got another little video thing I want to start where call it debate corner, where I want to pick two subjects and I want to debate. We're both gonna
go
pick a
back
side.
and forth on it.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick some subjects where me and him differentiate because lately we've been agreeing on everything,
Well, it's
but
been the Xbox Series X, so what is there
yeah,
not to agree about?
but there's a lot of things, and I want to get to some of these other points, man, and some of the things.
I do want to say we were in stream earlier today talking, and a guy did bring up, man, after all the PlayStation 5 shit, which I'm not talking shit about it, but I'm just saying, he did remind me that the Harry Potter game is going to
Oh,
release
Harry
on
Potter,
PS5.
yeah,
And
the PS exclusive Harry Potter for sure.
I'm
Jelly,
that I have to admit, like, I just want you PS5 people to realize that,
we are
like, it's
jelly
just
over
not
that.
straight hate, bro. Like, I just go off the numbers. That's why I think Xbox is going to be better. But there are games that I wish that I'm going to get to play, hopefully on PC.
I would also like to point out we've made a big deal over how the GPU in the Xbox Series X is so much better than the PS5. Uh, I read a little note from a developer, the developer of Dirt 5 actually today, that he said rendering for the different GPUs was basically no different. So they're
Basically,
basically
turns out to
not
be the
that
exact
different.
same.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, they're. But still, I still
Listen,
am
if that is the case, do you dig on Xbox for putting it out there that theirs is higher up because of the higher
not at
number,
all
or do
because
you
it's
think
still
that that was a smart business move?
not at all because it's still better.
Right. It has to be at some point it has to be better because of the higher numbers. I mean, obviously they realize that they're going to render the same. They're not stupid. They're actually, they have to be really smart to do what they do.
Yeah.
But they were pretty smart for not putting it in there as being the exact same. They wanted people to know that, hey, whatever it is, we're a little bit better, even if it's
Another,
just a little bit.
another quick subject we got to touch. This is last. This is it. This is the end, guys. Came across a thing talking about PlayStation 5's memory cards.
Oh yeah, memory cards. Memory cards. That's right.
They So the only confirmed memory card releasing with the system right now is a 500 gigabyte for
500 gigabyte,
for
and
120 bucks.
PlayStation 5 is already at what? What did we say? 630 something
Okay,
or 830 something?
uh,
836.
whatever. It comes out with
It's
800
not a
something.
terabyte. It's
It
not.
comes out
No,
with
it comes
800,
out with
the
863.
825 or something,
Maybe it's
825, I think.
825. Okay,
And
and then it takes 200 for the
the
system
operating
management.
system. Yep.
Right. So
So
then you're down to
there's
6,
and
and then
then
you
you
can buy
can
your other half a terabyte for $200.
for 120 actually it gets you 500 gigabytes.
Well, I mean, that at least bases off that the Xbox memory card is the same price, basically.
Well, actually, if you put two 500 gigabytes together to make a terabyte, you'd pay $240 on PlayStation compared to the 220 on Xbox.
Right, right. I mean, it is pretty close, but
We'll
the
get
thing
more.
about PlayStation 5 that I don't understand, and I'm going to hurry up and say this because we said we were going to keep this quick, but the way that they have their memory unit installed, the way they left it open, it just looks to me like NVMe 4.0 can plug right into the back of the PS5. I don't know why they would limit that
I
to be
think
their specific brand name memory unit.
I don't know,
Obviously,
man.
money wise,
I don't know. Like
but it just seems like they would leave that open. Xbox the same, man. Obviously, they don't want us to open in the consoles, which is why I didn't think Xbox would allow it. But PS5's is basically made to open up easily and be installed right there the way you install NVMe 4.0.
for sure, for sure.
So I
And
just don't understand why they veered away from it.
we don't understand the memory card stuff on PlayStation, but
Uh,
we'll
uh,
talk.
Another thing we didn't touch on was you were telling me about the fan is going to be updatable through the
Oh yeah, Firm, firmware. You'll be able to
firmware.
update through firmware the
Now we don't
PlayStation
know a lot
fan.
about that, but
They'll be able to
I just wanted to
optimize
point
their
that out.
fan through firmware, which
Right,
is a
and we
good.
didn't speak on that, but that goes with PlayStation's overheating. I mean, they know what the problem is.
Yeah, they got
They're
a big
not
overheating
fools.
problem.
They
But,
have their whole life.
but there we
What
go, guys.
what
Good.
PlayStation didn't overheat?
Well, yeah, for sure. What PlayStation didn't make a bunch of sound?
Goddamn, even the PlayStation 1 Mini was as loud as a jet plane.
Yeah.
That thing didn't have enough space in it to be loud.
The
Sounded like an air conditioner. Anyways, man, hey, Genghis Khan on Twitch. Listen, I know on the other videos I said posted below. I forgot to post those links, but we are going to have it on this one and forward. My fault. I was trying to do all this and I've never done any of it before, just like Aaron. So we're
work with
learning
us,
and
guys.
we're going to move ahead. Genghis Khan at Twitch and everything else. And like Aaron said, you can find him at.
You can find me ASAP269 and everything. Twitch, Discord, Xbox Live, ASAP269, guys.
All right.
Look us up, subscribe, like. Thanks, guys.
Right, it'll pop up. It'll let you know when we're back. And like you said, this is a short one. We're gonna get a couple short ones in every week, and we're gonna try to get 2 hour long. You guys just keep coming back and let us know what you want to hear. I appreciate it.
Later, people.